Okay, welcome back everyone. First off, I just want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for your support in any which way, shape, or form that you show it. I really appreciate all of you. You guys are awesome, and thank you. For anyone who is just stumbling upon this video and hasn't seen any of the previous installments, what we're doing here is a no sphere grid challenge. We're not using any kind of a guide like, I'm sure there's dozens or more, who knows, no sphere grid guides out there. But we're not using anything like that. I'm not like an expert in the game or anything like that, but I played the game a few times and I like playing challenges, and once I've completed something, then maybe I'll go back in and kind of do a little bit more digging, see if, maybe I want to do something else. But for this particular challenge, I've never done anything like this before. So I'm going to try and do this without any kind of guide and see how far we can get. We're getting pretty far though, so, there's a couple bosses coming up that I'm a little bit concerned about, but we'll see. We'll get there when we get there. Full disclosure, I did use the internet for looking up elemental steel items. Like, for example, I started off just doing trial and error to find out what monsters dropped what items. Like, for example, who drops lightning marble? Who drops Arctic wind? Things like that, okay? Because I didn't remember specifically who dropped what. So I started off just using trial and error, and I came to the decision that it was just, no good purpose was served by me doing that through trial and error when I could simply just look up who dropped what specifically so that I could be more surgical in my farming of specific items. So, full disclosure, looked that up. After spending quite a lot of time on the Thunder Plains, I did double check to make sure I got all the Ject spheres. That honestly has proved to be a waste of time because they've done nothing for me. For the Chocobo race mini game at the temple there in the Calmlands, I double checked to find out how many chests I needed to acquire so that I knew what my target was for chests, so that we could get those pendulums to make the Master Thief gear for Riku. I think that's pretty much it as far as, basically just what monsters could I steal what from. That was the primary thing, so that I didn't, spend too much time via trial and error, because that's really basically what was going on there. But as far as like bosses or just enemies in general, I don't care about how to beat whatever. I'll figure it out on my own. And so far, we haven't run into a spot where we haven't been able to advance. So, gonna do my best to not get any kind of celestial weapons. Gonna do my best to not use the monster arena. Probably I'm not gonna go get Atma. What's his name? The Anima. I'm gonna go out of my way to not get Anima, which basically means I can't get the sisters, because you need to get Anima to get the sisters, and you need to do monster arena stuff to get the sisters. So I'm kind of, I'm gonna try and not get Anima or the sisters. I don't know if it's necessary or not, but I'm gonna try and not do that. Now, going into this, the whole idea was just no sphere grid. Everything else was on the table. And it's true, everything else is on the table, but I'm still kind of restricting myself to, like I say, no Celestials, no Sisters, no Anima, no Monster Arena, if I can. I don't want to make it too easy, I know that sounds kind of dumb. Oh, no sphere grid's too easy. But, kind of, if you make yourself too strong, you know, then there's really no challenge, no, you know, skill involved, no thought process. I don't know. I don't want to do that. That would be boring for me. So, you know, like maybe at this point anyway, you know. Anyway, so we're in Zanarkand here, and so what we've got going on here, every time we come to a new area, we've got our ass handed to us, and then we've had to make adjustments. And where we are now, I'm pretty comfortable. We got our first strike here. That's huge. She's got her, you know, I'm gonna put reflect back on her now. And Mather Thief. And Waka, I think, is, yeah, he's haste and reflect. So they're SOS, which means that we have to get into battle and knock them down a little bit for them to have their reflect kick in. But I'm okay with that. We have been trying to get the chests. I probably have missed some chests. I don't remember everything. Why are we going to try to escape with Titus? Well, apparently they don't want to let us escape at all, but the reason being is certain monsters, there's really not a huge reason to actually kill them. I mean, we do lose out on the drop. Okay, so we can get 2 star curtains from this guy, but that's about it. So what we are going to try and do here... Oh, that's not going to work. What do we got for... Yeah, we should be okay. This is probably not the best formation to try and get reflect to come up, but we're still going to try it. We've got to get it. But we don't have to, but it's best if we do. I mean, there's really not anything that she can do. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we'll just attack Riku. That should bring her hit points down low enough where she gains immunity. There you go. Now she's got her immunity to... Well, she doesn't have immunity, but she has reflect. So against this monster, she's good. She's not going to take any damage now. And then we're going to try and bring in Waka and do the same thing. But we'll see if we can... It's kind of a pain in the ass monster to try and do what we're trying to do here. There's definitely going to be better formations. But we don't really know what's coming up next, so it's kind of less than ideal. Hopefully this does work on Waka, because he, unfortunately, the gear that dropped his haste, his SOS haste, happened to have a plus 10% to HB, which is about the most useless thing that we could have had on that weapon. But whatever. Well, so now we're done. But it's okay. We get to keep what we steal because Titus is gone. And also, oh, great. So he really did what we needed. So now what we have going on here is we have the party that we want. Now these two are going to be immune, but I don't want Waka in there to start because I want to be able to bring him in if we need him. And then Yuna, same thing. If we need them, we'll bring them in. But we don't want them on the front row because we want to be able to bring them in on the first turn if need be. So, we're good to go. Also, hit points don't really matter at this stage. So, Lulu having 1 hit point, I mean, it's not hurting us. Now this is a shitty formation here. Let's see if we get a chance. Yeah, okay, so this would have been a preemptive strike for them And this goes back to, you know, should I put a preemptive strike on someone's weapon? Because it's going to make life easier for me to do that. And I think I'm probably going to do that. I think it's probably worth the time for me to do that. And probably after this battle, actually. I'll do it, and then we'll see how it works. If it works to my liking, then we'll keep it when we save next. Because this is just a really dangerous battle here. And we don't have any of our summons. I should have... Well, I guess we could do that at a save point, but... So this guy here, he's a problem. You don't have an answer for him yet. The other guy, he's not so much of a problem. But this guy here, big time problem. Oh, well, that's just fantastic. It's not what I wanted. And he shouldn't be able to hit a flying creature anyway. I think that's kind of BS, actually. So this is a guy here who, even though we do have evade and counter on our weapon, that's likely not going to be good enough against this guy, especially for Riku. For whatever reason, I think it's because he has one more point in luck. Waka definitely has more success in dodging this guy's attacks. I think the only thing that I can possibly think of that would make any difference is he does have one more point in luck. And just another reason why Waka is probably the single best player in the game as far as just, you know, not counting overdrives, but just like character. Waka's pretty outstanding. Should have sold my shit off. But it is critical, absolutely critical, that Titus is in the front line, on the front line, whatever you want to say, to start. I mean, I cannot say how important, I just can't emphasize how big of a deal that is. Now, the question is, you know, it's probably going to be Lulu. You know, what do we have available here? Poison Touch, I guess. Stone Touch, Water Strike. Those are my options for adding, at this point anyway, for adding initiative. Now, I'm not a real big fan of giving her something that has a elemental property to it. And I really don't want her to have Stone Touch either. I guess if I had to pick between Poison, because she can status affect us with that, or Stone Touch, she can status affect us with that. Of what we have available right now, I think Water Strike is probably the most benign, because that's not really going to hurt us at all on any meaningful level. So I think that's where it sounds kind of stupid to put initiative on a thing that is useless to us in any other way. And maybe it is stupid to do this, but I guess I could look through and see somebody's probably got an initiative weapon, actually. It's not her, but she doesn't have to be on the front row. You could put somebody else in there. It's probably going to be somebody like Waka that has it. Yeah, sure, right. That doesn't do us any good at all. We do not want him on the front row. Maybe somebody else. Maybe somebody else has initiative. Hopefully they do. Yeah, he's got just that one weapon. I don't want her to be on the front row. So that's pretty much it then. We don't have any other options. Unless we make a weapon for Titus. I guess we could potentially put first strike. I don't remember, what is that? Is that, I think it's a level 3 lock, which we don't have a single one of. I guess I could put first strike and initiative on a weapon for him. But I don't think we have the ability to do that right now. Let's go ahead and see. I don't think we do. We can do, oh, we can. Okay. So we could just do that, build a weapon for Titus with both of these abilities on it. That would be fine. Because we want him in the front row anyway, all the time, right? So that's probably the best option there. So, let's go ahead. And if we don't like this, we can always go back. But we're gonna go ahead and build that weapon for him right now. Out of that one, I suppose. I mean, what's the difference? He doesn't do anything. He has no magic. I guess strength. So we'll go ahead and we'll put first strike on there. And then we'll put initiative on there. And then we'll go ahead and give that weapon to Titus. And then we'll see if that brings about our desirable outcome for these battles. So right now, we did not get a preemptive strike, but they didn't. So even if the roll doesn't give us a preemptive strike every time, but it does prevent them from getting a preemptive strike because the deck is stacked in our favor, then that's fantastic. That's why we don't want Waka on the front row, because bringing him in off the bench is just such a boon. But we'll see if we go through this whole thing and not a single monster gets not a single formation gets what would have been a preemptive strike. So how we know they would have had a preemptive strike is if Titus goes first, and then they get like 3 or 4 turns in a row, then we know that that would have been a preemptive strike for that formation. And that's a bad spot to be in, because if Titus, it depends on the formation, but that's usually a bad spot, honestly. That's usually a really bad spot. So, alright, so here, this would not have been a preemptive strike. Well, it might have been, I don't know, but like we have that on our advantage, so now we have 2 turns to get away. That's really what we're looking for against this formation, because this is a bad formation. This is a formation that can end us pretty easily. And now I have a decision to make. Do I risk the biscuit and try to get away again, or do I bring in Yuna? And because I hate dying, we're just simply going to bring in Yuna. And we're going to summon somebody and, you know, go from there. I hate to waste Shiva on here because she's kind of squishy. So we'll bring in Bahamut. Try and get his overdrive built up while we're here. What we're really looking for with that initiative is to try and let Riku get a steal. I guess I could put haste on her. That might actually prove to be better. No, we won't Master Thief. That's the thing. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it. I don't want to have to be constantly switching her armor. Well, now we know we can kill the one-eyed monster pretty easily with that attack. This is not the best monster to be trying to power up. I think it's probably safest if we skip Lulu. Just in the event that somehow, some way, Waka would miss, then Lulu would still survive this next attack of his. Because if we bring in Waka for Lulu, and then this guy does this attack, and somehow Waka misses, then we're dead. I wonder if it wouldn't be best to give her this. Or put didn't I put reflect on one of these? We lose Master Thief though, that's the problem. I guess we can try that. See how it goes. That way she's fast. Oh, we didn't put Titus in. See, now we're probably screwed. Well, we got lucky. Well, we got some Musk. See, that would have been 3 Musk because we don't have Master Thief on now. We should have tested that out. We'll go ahead and bring Titus in because even if we die... Wait, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to risk that. Wait, does he get to go twice? Let's find out. No, he doesn't. So we don't want to do that. We can't die. Or we're dead now, because I was dumb and I didn't put Titus in. So that's the thing I gotta be really careful about, you know? I guess we could bring Ifrit in. He's pretty beefy. And he'll absorb the fire, so there's that. But that other guy is gonna go after him, rather than shoot the fire at him. Well, I guess we could just try and get his overdrive built up here. And so what happens? Okay, so she does get to go. Okay. All right, that's fine. We can do that. This Joker. Actually, do we even have any purpose for doing this? No. Which means I should probably... I'm going to after this battle. Seriously? One advantage of only having one hit point is that Demi does no damage to you. So I'm gonna go ahead because we have 100, we have 99 of those. So I'm gonna go ahead and take one of Riku's speed defensive items. So then the question is, which one do I use? You know, do I put SOS Reflect on this and then save this for... I think that's what I'll do. And then we'll go ahead and put that on her. Oh, she's already got it on. Okay. That way, you know, if I need to, I can sub in the Master Thief on her. And, I guess I don't know what everybody has for theft, but... yeah. So this first part here, we don't fight anything we really haven't seen before. So it's not that bad. So now we're getting ether instead of mana tablet, is it? I think so. Ether doesn't do much for us in this playthrough. That's why she has that shit. Because it's funny. Groin shot, and then they fall over and go to sleep. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, less than perfect, but we do get the steal opportunity here, so long as he gets away. There we go. So now we do get to steal some musk, and we're going to go ahead and put the Master Thief on. Because that will give us an extra one. Why the hell did they get a go? I was supposed to get a turn there. It said she gets to go 2 times in a row. What the hell kind of bullshit is that now? I don't know. Something's screwy there. Now, I wish I had waited. I really wish I had waited. But, you know what? Whatever. It is what it is. That swapping weapon thing. See, now we're gonna run into different groups of monsters here going forward. Oh man, and now we lose our immunities, or we lose our SOS when we save here. Yeah, we don't need to refight that.
Journeyer of the long road, Name yourself.
I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the island of Besaid.
Your eyes, my dear, show me the long road you have traveled. Very good. You have journeyed well. Lady Yunaleska will surely welcome your arrival. Go to her now, and bring your guardians with you. Go.
Yes.
So this section gets a little bit more challenging. This part is where we're gonna start running into the Yevonite Machinist, and this stuff is
If it might benefit
problem.
the future of Spira, I will gladly give my life. It is the highest honor for which a guardian might ask.
Now, granted,
Lady Yoken,
we can
rid
still
Spira
kill
of
anything
sin.
that we encounter. Just like the other stuff that we have been avoiding. We can kill it. It'll just cost us our overdrives or summons.
She said, Lady
And so, because
Yoken,
the battles
she
are
brought his high
costly,
summoner Yoken?
nice camera work there, bro.
Like
So if the battle is not a cost-effective use of our resources, then basically we just won't kill it. So that's why we haven't been killing the behemoth. That's why we haven't been killing the dark flan. That's pretty much it. The other guys are a little bit easier for killing, but those battles, those guys have a lot of hit points. A lot of hit points. Give me a second here, I gotta check something. There was some hail that went through today. I had to file a claim on my car. So I got an email from the insurance company. I'm just gonna double check this real quick. See how easy it is. Yeah, they want me to log on. You know, that's so much bullshit, dude. Like, stop telling me to log on. I don't like that when companies send you an email and then they give you a link that requires you to log on. I don't care for that stuff. Like, if you're gonna send me an email to a link, make it benign so I can just click yes or no, and then, you know, let's go forward there. I don't want to log in because I don't log into shit on my phone that might be sensitive. I just don't, because I think that's a bad idea. Now, I'm probably the weirdo in the bunch, but I think it's unwise to log into anything that's sensitive on your phone, because you take your phone all over the place. Most people take their phone everywhere they go. And if people are taking their phone into areas that, it's just most people don't have any idea about what kind of settings are required to secure the data on their phone properly. And so rather than and plus things always change, you know, they're changing every day. So I hardly ever use apps. I use very few apps. I just use websites. I use a web browser, and I get information that way, and I don't log into stuff. It's mainly, you know, a convenience factor that I use my phone for, and then I will do any kind of business that I might need to do on a safe network with a safe machine behind all sorts of safe protections. And I just don't see any need to do anything else than that, you know? I don't do online banking. That's just a sandbox I don't need to play in. I do my banking in person, and I have restrictions on my accounts where basically I gotta go in there if I want to do anything of anything noteworthy. I have to go there in person and do it. I can't do it over the phone. I can't do it online. I gotta go in there and do it in person with my ID. And there have been times where I forgot my ID, and the person at the desk was like, "I'm sorry." And I was gonna make a deposit. It wasn't even a withdrawal. But I specifically said no action on my account without an ID. I forgot my ID. They wouldn't let me do it, and I was glad they didn't let me do it, because that's what I want. I want to be there in person with an ID, or I don't want transactions done. As far as any kind of anything substantial, you know, I've just nope. PayPal is good enough because PayPal is protected. I'm fine with using PayPal. If a company doesn't take PayPal, then they can go pound sand. They can't have my money, or I'll go there in person. I think PayPal is safe. Alright, so here's the stuff that's going to be problematic for us. These guys. And we don't have our magic immunity. She doesn't have anything going on right now. I'm pretty confident these guys are not susceptible to petrify either. So our options are really limited to overdrives or summons. Well, let's see here. That's it. Okay, well that does us a huge favor for Riku, because now she is, got her... I want Master Thief. That's just the way it is. I want that on her. The stuff we're going to be encountering down here, I want Master Thief. And I might grind this out here. I think that's probably wise for me to do once we get to the right spot. Do some farming. It's a shitty spot to farm, but I think it's probably worth it in the long run. Yeah, this guy. Let's see what he has for sale. Lunar curtains. Let's get you strong and going there, bud. Pretty sure this guy's immune to petrify, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, let's try and steal again. So that's the thing, you know, Waka's gonna dodge the shit out of this guy. Not everything, but a lot of it. So... probably our best option is to try and get his hit points down. Heals blue. I think he might be susceptible to sleep. So if she could dodge... Well, stop hitting her, you dumb sack of dog shit. We're trying to do something here. Play along with it, would you? There we go. Yeah, we don't have any way to... Okay, counterattack. That doesn't do us any good. Yeah, 1 evade encounter, 2 evade encounter. I'm not gonna have it. Yeah, this. Why couldn't this be for Lulu? Imagine. Okay, so we'll just, there's nothing we can do. There we go. That does it. Now, since there's really nothing left for us to do here, I guess we can try stealing one more time. Well, actually, we could bring Yuna in. That's actually a really good idea. See if we can't get our summons. Overdrives. Come on, man! Seriously? He crits her and she couldn't dodge, even though she's got 2 reflexes, 3 reflexes on? But sure, Yuna dodges. Give me a break, dude. Give me... What a bunch of shit. That's massive shit. That's like elephant-sized shit. You ever seen an elephant shit? It's huge. Yeah, and he dodges. There's so much shit, dude. She has got way higher evasion than any of these other... Man, talk about getting just ripped the hell off, man. What a bunch of shit. Oh, that's fine. You knew going into it that was possible. Alright, so these are guys that we want to farm. So, let's go ahead and put these guys to sleep. If we can. And then let's go ahead and... how are we gonna kill? I guess we can bring in Yuna. Actually, no. We want to keep you in.
Let's end this.
So Candle of Light would be the common then. And I think I know. I'll have battles over and then I'll figure out what I want this. Come on! The third steel shouldn't be that difficult, you little shit. Well, we'll I guess. I think they're actually probably weak to fire. I don't know what these guys drop either. I guess we could just bring in Ifrit. Oh no, we can't do that. Yuna's. Well, no, we could bring in Yuna. Bring in Ifrit. End this. I just want to go find out Candle of Light and Purifying Salts. I think they both are highly valuable to me, but I'll have to do a little bit of math. Well, maybe. I guess I don't know how many are required to do. I just don't remember what they do. One's like zombie, one's death, I think. I might not have any candle. No, I do. Okay, so it's not armor or weapon. It's gotta be armor. So Arflin Shadow, that's not it. Holy Water. Purifying Salt does no encounters. Okay, so that's the one we don't really need, so it's Candle of Light that we need. Okay, so that's not so bad actually, because then she has haste, which makes it a little bit easier. Now, don't I have any Candle of Light? Thought I did have candle light. Thought I had 2 of them. Or maybe it was purifying salts that I had 2 of. Must have been, because now I have 6. So I don't have any candle of light? Is that right? It looks like it. Okay, so... I'm gonna have to double check then. So I just have to fight another one of those guys to find out what it is. Or I guess I could look it up, but I don't know. I don't really need to look it up. Figure it out on my own. It's not that much of a time saver. We'll be encountering that guy again anyway. Most likely. Well, yeah, because I want to farm their ass. I had it in mind to farm them before we ever got here. This guy, though, well, he does have a good drop, I seem to recall. And, well, let's see here. First of all, let's just get you out of here. And then let's bring in Yuna. And then, I guess Valfor, we can get up to par. Probably he's a new one. Yeah. So... I guess we could try doing that and see what happens. Apparently, that's what happens. Give me a second here. Okay. What do I want to do here? We got, yeah. I guess steal it. Wait. Yeah. Wait, we did get that chest, right? This jackass. So we've got everybody's overdrive filled up except for the knocked out ones and Yojimbo, who I'm not going to try and level up his overdrive against that second dog shit, I'll tell you that. Or these guys for that matter. Valfo would be the perfect fit here. I guess we could bring in Bahamut. Well, that works out pretty good. Again, why are my summons so strong? I'm used to them being very strong. I just don't understand. I'm gonna have to, when I'm done with this playthrough, I'm gonna have to go do some investigating on just how they determine how your summons get their power. I'm at a loss about it. Uh-oh. And we have Yuna in the formation. Of course we do, right? Come on! Alright. He dodged a bullet there, big time. Massive dodged a bullet. Okay, so I guess, or maybe bring in Waka. I think that's the better move, actually. Oh, so he retorts. He does a retort. Well, now I know that. Or maybe not. Maybe that was just his turn. Okay, now we'll bring in Bahamut. now we lose our SOSs, so that sucks. But we gotta save. I'm gonna use a restroom here real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, we did save, right? Yes. Let's, boy, this is less than ideal. That's for sure. Let's bring in Yuna. Wait, those are the guys with the rifles. Yeah, let's bring in Yuna. And let's bring in Shiva. And let's see what we can do. Alright, now let's boost her. Get that overdrive in there. Dismiss. Douche. Let's shoot ass clones to sleep. And alright. So what does Riku have on? I think she has Master Thief on. Let's try and get her SOS is up. Okay, so she's not hasted. A Master Thief on. Let's see what these guys have. Purifying Salt, which... I mean, that would be... This actually, for Sin, that would be... On it would be really, really nice. Do I do that? Let's go ahead. I want to find out what we get out of this. And let's bring back Yuna. Two Candle of Light is a common. Okay, that's good. Let's stock up on Candle of Light. And let's go ahead and bring in Waka. And come on! You're trash. That's steel number 2. On the right one. Steel number 2 on you. Come on. Steel number 3 on you. Steel number nothing. 3 on you. We'll bring in Waka to see what kind of drops we can pull off these ass clowns. Alright, now let's see about those candles of light. Casts Doom. Zombie Strike. Okay. Zombie Proof. 10. Oh yeah, baby. We're definitely doing that. Okay, now let me think here. What about Death World Fireflame Shadows? Okay, so we probably only need one zombie proof. So if we put zombie proof and poison proof on a piece of gear for, say, Aaron, who has the most hit points, that's probably... Alright, now about death proof? What about death proof? Where are we going to get Fireplane Shadows from around these places? Probably nobody. How many purifying salts does it take to make? No encounters. That's what I want to know. How many do we have? Well, what do we got for our... Let's go back and save. Actually, no, let's get that stupid cutscene out of the way. And then we'll go back and save.
I don't want you to become a fake! There is no other way. Use me and defeat sin. Only then will the people accept you. I don't care about them! I need you, Mother! No one else! I don't have much time left.
Wait, wasn't that...
Seymour?
Looks like his mother was a psychopath. Looks like that's where he got it from. Okay, let's try to escape from here. Okay. Now let's try to summon. Who we got? Velfor. Yojimbo, I got better plans for you, buddy. Probably this is a bad idea. They're just gonna kill him. Now, what am I doing here? Ow. Well, we had Titus get on there for us. Let's heal Valfor again real quick. Okay. Yes. Let's get you out of here. And that was dumb to not have Riku in or anybody. Now we're just dead. What the hell was I thinking? I wasn't, obviously. Okay, you can go ahead and escape. And then, I guess we can get Valfor loaded up here. Shot. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in Waka. Probably has the best chance to dodge. And then Aaron uses his overdrive, which, whatever. Oh, no, we're done. Okay, that's fine. We needed to get Waka down there. Okay, so now... Well, we should go back and save. Let's get this chest done real quick. And let's go back and save. Yeah, this is such a bunch of shit. This location right here just sucks. Okay. And we'll bring in Yuna. And we'll bring in Bahamut. And Impulse. And we will do that. And then we will dismiss. And then we'll see if we can't bring in Yojimbo to get a kill off this bum. If we get lucky. 50-50. Alright. Oh. Nope, guess not. Guess he gets to go 2 times in a row for some reason. Okay. Back here and save. See, this is just a shitty spot to try and farm, because so much can go wrong. Let's go ahead and escape. And then, there we go. And, well, that's not good. Rika's gonna die. I wanted to steal from those guys. Well, now we basically have one option here. I really wanted to steal from those guys. See, this is what I mean. There's so much bullshit here. Alright, well, we're gonna try this. And see how it goes. And if it doesn't go the way I want, then I'll just reset.
Please clear us a path.
Ha! Zenmato? Seriously? Okay. I should have just kept that in my back pocket, honestly. That was possible. I don't think I've ever done that move before in all my time playing this game. I don't think I've ever gotten it. Alright. I kinda... want to reload and try that again, because if I can literally get that for the first time, and that's in the bank, I want to keep that in the bank. Let me, because we just saved, right? So how the hell do I get his... How do I get his overdrive to build? Simply by dodging. Seriously? Again? Okay. It's just not supposed to be that easy. course, because I'm an idiot. Oy, oy, oy. See, that's what happens, you know. That's how you shit the bed. Well, we didn't really do anything there. We didn't really gain anything other than we saw Yojimbo do some business. Two Zamatos in three payments. We did 2 Zamatos or whatever, Zamato, whatever it's called. That's pretty incredible, I have to say. That's pretty awesome. But I guess I would like a bigger sample size to find out if, you know, if I can just give him a chunk of cash in his first move. Because I've never used him, right? Not one time have I used him and then saved. So he's basically a clean slate. And I did want to farm those losers. These guys. But we're not getting Riku's opportunity here, so I gotta think here, how do I want to go about doing this? What would be the best way to... Well, Riku would dodge, but the fire will kill her. So that doesn't do us any good. We're basically... Well, I guess potentially we could try that. If he's able to be slowed, then maybe Riku would get a turn. Of course, he's immune to it. Well, now we're dead. See, that's the problem here, is Lulu's the one that has fire immunity. Now I guess I'm just kind of pissing around here. I'm not really trying to do anything specific. Maybe it's best if Riku's not on the front line at this point. I know that sounds like sacrilege, but that may be the best, because for what we're farming here, she needs to go first so she can put them to sleep. So I think one more time, you know, the formation that we use for our front line is the most important thing. There's no way around it. It's just so important. So now the question is, who do I put in there in place of Riku? And the short answer to that is I guess Aaron, because he needs to build his overdrive. Speaking of overdrives, I guess Aaron. Lulu. Yeah, that's probably best for her, actually. And Waka. Well, I guess at this point. Well, no. Let's go. Um. Um. Yeah, this is not the farm we were looking for. But we could test the Zamato theory. I'd like a sample size on this. So if I know if I got that in my back pocket or not.
Please clear us a path.
No. We don't have that in our back pocket. So that's okay. That's good enough for me. I thought it was too good to be true. Crap. Haha, there it is. Boy, the odds are seemingly pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and think about this for a minute. They have fire. So let's do this. There we go. That's pretty good. All right, now we bring in, and what do we? Okay, so what zombie proof? We got Barbind is the one for, and I don't know where we're gonna get, but we get purifying salts, which I do believe is the deal right now. But I'll do real quick. No, so we need to switch over. We'll bring in Titus. Get out of here, Titus. Come on. And I guess we can bring Lulu, just insurance policy. And let's go ahead and change your armor to Master Thief. And steel number, I guess steel number, well now we have to waste another one of these. One and one. One and two. Two and two. Come on, Riku, be faster than that, be better than that. Just make your successful steal, okay? Come on, Riku. There we go. And I guess... What? It doesn't really good to kill the one. To keep what we steal, right? You got 5. Well, technically only 4, because the one didn't count. Alright, I gotta use the restroom. I think I'm gonna steal the prerequisite items for the no encounter armor. It shouldn't take too terribly long here. If, you know, if we don't get screwed. Let me change my formation just to be sure. Okay, well, well, I'll see. You don't want Riku in the front line. That's part of the deal. Well, I guess Arn doesn't have to be the guy. It can be somebody else, but... Alright. Good stuff. This is like the perfect formation. This is exactly what we're looking for. Oh, it just does more damage. I wonder if it keeps him asleep for longer. One 0-0. One 1-0. One 1-1. Actually, all we really gotta do is kill, or, yeah. Two. If we can get a third steal from the middle guy, we can just wipe him out and then we're safe. It looks like it does last longer. I don't like that. They're all gonna get to go here. Well, we'll miss out on the one for this guy. We got 2 of his 3. That's good enough. Now we'll just survive. Oh, no, actually, if... crap. Son of a bitch. Groin shot. These guys are pretty fast. Prison ball. Okay. Seriously? Alright, what do we got here now as far as candles of light? We got 10, right? 12. And then purifying salts, we have 17. We still need more of those. That's not much. We can get those. Shouldn't be too much longer. Yeah, we don't want to fight this. This is less than ideal. I guess we can bring in Yuna and try low. I just don't want to piss him off, you know? There's a rumor that he doesn't like to be pissed off. Well, it looks like we got all of our summons. Overdrive? Except for Shiva, apparently. Or no, Yojimbo. What the hell? Why is it empty? Oh, we want to fill it up. I see. Woohoo! That's not what we wanted. You want to get that bar up all the way and then have the battle end with him having a full bar. That's what we want. He's a little bit tricksy. Maybe we can get it with this guy. Hey, level 3. We haven't had it. That's the first level 3 we've got. What does that customize us? Apparently nothing. It must be an Aeon thing then. Seriously? So level 3s are completely useless to us? I don't believe that. Level 2. First strike. Seriously? Maybe we have to have more than one. Maybe we have to have multiple for it to register as an option. That's probably what it is. Because I thought it was something good. I don't see it on there. Maybe one of these times we can get the battle to be over with Yojimbo having a full overdrive meter. That's what we're looking for here. But I think he doesn't like to be dismissed. I think he likes to be paid. And he likes to kill shit. And if you keep on paying him and letting him kill shit, then he stays happy. He doesn't like being killed himself, and he doesn't like being dismissed. I don't know all of the details. I just know that it's good to keep paying him a decent amount of money. I think 520 is, to my knowledge, above the threshold of what's considered not offensive to him. So that's my strategy. Just keep on paying him 520 every time. And then if he does not get offended, then he's supposed to like me more and more and more. And so that's what I'm going for. But I don't know all of the rules to his... He's a complicated fellow. That much I know he's complicated. I know he's finicky. I know he has things he likes, he has things he doesn't like, and it's best to just do your best to keep him happy. Keep feeding that money to him. But I hardly have ever used the Aeons, you know? I've really sparingly used the Aeons over time, you know? So if this formation, if I bring him in, he's gonna kill these guys off, and he's not gonna have a full meter at the end. That's my concern. And I don't want to dismiss him because I think that he doesn't like that. So it's like, I just want the battle to end with him having a full meter, and then we'll leave him in our back pocket until such time that we want to bring him out for hopefully what will be a really, really good attack in a desperate time of need. We haven't been running into any of the guys. The zombies that we want to steal from. That's the thing about RNG, man. You'll run into just a whole bunch of stuff like over and over and over again, and then it'll be a long time and you won't run into anybody that resembles what you're looking for. Alright, now hopefully we can get 6 purifying salts, which will put us awfully close to our target. And these are the fire guys, so they're a little bit more dangerous. And 1. Two and 1. 3 and 2. All right. Titus is in. Arn is in. In. You know, I'm starting to think that it's mathematically possible to do a no sphere grid deathless run. I don't think I'm gonna try and do that. It just would, I mean, you could potentially be in for like 50 hours and then, so I don't think that's anything I have any interest in. But having gone through and played this as I have, I do feel like it's doable. I think the spot that you'd have the most trouble with would be the early game. And I guess it just depends, you know, what all, you know, if you gave yourself access to other stuff, you could make it a lot simpler on yourself. Alright, let's bring in Riku. Let's put these clowns to sleep. Now let's bring in Yuna. And who do we want to use to kill? Probably this guy. Who's awfully weird looking on so many different levels. Alright, so this hopefully will kill him. And these guys are the gun guys or the fire guys? Let's take a look. Excuse me, they're the gun guys, so that is pretty safe. That's 0 and 1. Is 1 and 1. And 1. 2 and 2. The only thing is now we just have to wait for them to shoot every round. So it's just tedious. I'm tempted to just put them back asleep. In fact, I'm going to. Just so I don't have to watch the canned animation of them shooting and me dodging and over and over and over and over and over. I mean, if that were the only way, then, you know, then that's not as bad because it's the only way. But it's not. No, that's 3 in a row, Riku. You know, you're really good when you do the right thing. When you do what you're supposed to do, you are one of my favorite characters. But you are an ornery little bitch. You know that? Like, look at that, dude. Like 5, 6 steal attempts in a row, failing, and now we gotta use another item to put them asleep again. Or watch cantions over and over and over. And they're not even gonna survive much longer. Dude! Okay, I'm switching to the other guy. Sometimes that helps. It shouldn't take that long to third attempt, man. It shouldn't. The game is starting to screw us. It's getting pretty much bullshit at this point. How many is that in a row now? We're like at a dozen. Pretty close to a dozen, it feels like. Awfully close to a dozen. 2 full turns of stealing at each one, and we can't get the third steal? Like, how much bullshit is that, man? I mean, pretty soon they're just gonna die from counterattack. I don't think I can throw another grenade, or I think they'll die. Well, there we go. Now this guy's dead. This is the game. It's called a middle finger that the game is giving us. Like, however many... Finally, we get one. I'm gonna go for the 4th one for good measure, just because we've been getting screwed so hard here. Well, that's to be expected. I've had enough of you. You're done. Whether you do it to yourself or I bring in Waka, apparently you'll just do it to yourself. We gotta be awfully close now. Blessed shield, huh? Probably something awesome because she's been getting so many... Oh no, it's for Titus. She's gotten so many good drops in this game. It's like unreal. Zombie Ward. Not too bad. Not too bad. Items. Purified salt. Oh, wait, no, it's Petrified Grenade. 28, of course. Freaking 28. Alright, let's make our save, and we only need 2 more, and then we can have our no encounters gear, if we so choose to utilize that at some point. What would be the first place you could steal this petrified salts? Where did I first run into... Baville? Was it really Baville? Yeah, but it would be a rare steal. And so to do that in a no sphere grid game, you get 30 of those at that point. That would suck. I wouldn't want to do that. Alright, so I could probably just go forward and be confident that we'll run into one more of those formations where I can grab those last 2 purifying salts. But because we are right by a save point here, I'm just gonna grind that shit. We'll get it here. It hopefully is on the first attempt here, the first battle that we encounter here. Sadly, no, but we are able to build up currency in favor with Yojimbo while we're doing this. So long as he doesn't get pissed off at us, he should continue to just like us more and more. I don't know how that whole thing works exactly. I just know that you can make him like you more and you can make him dislike you. And making him happy is good for the player. Again, it's just something I want in my back pocket. It's not something that I want to lean on. And in fact, if I never use it, I'm totally okay with that. In fact, I'm better than okay with that. But if I'm down to my absolute last turn and we're fighting Jekt, and if don't kill him on that last turn, we have a game over, I would be totally cool with bringing him in and giving him one chance to win the game for us. Even if it's only 10 hit points or 9,999, whatever, I don't know. It's not like I'm specific for Zamato. I'm just saying, like, I like the idea of that being a possibility in a really hard jam. Alright, so we should... Oh, these are the fire guys? This is less desirable here. But stealing one from each would give us our number. So we'll do that, and then we'll get as many as we can before they wake up, and then we'll get out of Dodge. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to have a few extras. I don't remember what it does other than run away. Or we could use that down in the Omega Ruins if we wanted to go down there, actually. That's not a bad idea. I hadn't thought of that. I was thinking about Inside Sin, but using it in the Omega Ruins is not a terrible idea. Alright, so it's the fire guy. It's less than ideal for... let's go ahead and skip. And we'll go steal number 1. Skip. Escape. Steal 2. Skip. I'm surprised they haven't woke up yet. That's good. Skip. Skip again. There, that's nice. I'm surprised they have not woke up yet. We'll go for the 3. There we go. We're paying dividends from getting ripped off so hard the last round. Okay, one last attempt at a steal. Alright. And, so we are out. Well, I guess we could bring in Waka, but then we would bring in Waka. No, we wouldn't. We're gonna bring in Waka, and then give him his fireproof armor, and then we're gonna tell those guys to suck it. And then we're gonna get our formation back to the way that we want it for... Well, we're gonna just do it this way. The remainder of this section. And... I kind of want to see what does the purifying salt do. Damage an enemy and dispel. Oh, dispel, dude. Oh, okay. I want some more of these. That's our only way to dispel. So, yeah, that is huge. One more formation of those guys ought to be enough. That way I have 30 plus a couple more. I didn't realize it was dispel. I was thinking the only way, I was thinking maybe I thought there was a way to get dispel, but all right. Well, this is nice. This is real nice. We can get it right here. It's the fire guys again, though, so I don't really care for that. Yuna. Bahamut. And there you go. That's nice. That's real nice there. Real nice. Okay, and then we'll bring in Baka and make sure he has his fireproof armor, which has on, but we want to double check. And then we'll start stealing. That's 1-0. And let's bring in Titus. Have him run away. And that is going to be 1-1. 2-1. You're on a nice look there, really. 2. Yeah, I kind of figured. Oh well, it was nice. It was a nice little run there. Alright, let's put our formation back together. How the hell do I get down there again now? Uh-oh. I forgot to switch my shit out. What is the solution to this problem? Probably that we die, actually, but there's a chance that Blocker can survive long enough. Well, isn't that special? Got lucky there. Okay, so I think probably we just bring in Yuna and Yojimbo. Because he's awesome. I swear level 3 could be used for something, but I don't remember what now.
Thank you for your concern.
Fine, I said my piece.
Well, I haven't. Lord Braska, let us go back. I don't want to see you die. You knew this was to happen, my friend. Yes, but I cannot accept it. Oren, I am honored that you care for me so. But I have come to kill grief itself. I will defeat sin and lift the veil of sorrow covering Spira. Please understand, Oren.
You pieces of dog shit, trying to steal my victory right at the edge of it all. I always felt there should be something back. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make a save here, and I'm gonna end my stream here. And I will probably come back on a little bit later, maybe give me a break here. I gotta get something to eat, take a break.
Here too.
And then we'll do the Zanarkand
I was expecting, fireworks.
trial.
You can ask for them after I defeat sin.
And we'll see how these fights go. I'm not super concerned about the first guy. It's the second one that I'm worried about. That Unalesca battle has been the one that's been on my mind for a long time. That was that one. The Bavil fight against Seymour Anus and the Jecht fight are probably the three battles that really stuck out in my mind that I was really concerned about. But we'll see. Thank you for your time. I appreciate all of you and all the support that you lend me in any which way, shape, or form that you'd show it. And you guys are awesome. And I really appreciate you guys all. And if you did want to follow and or subscribe, that would be super cool. Up to you. Thank you for your time. Have a great rest of your day.